Mission, BC, a city overlooking the scenic valley and the Fraser River, a historic mill town, now on the cusp of a new boom because of all this waterfront.
It's a bit gritty and undeveloped, and it's waiting for the next stage of its life. We have about 300 acres of land that was once predominantly an industrial area all along the Fraser River, and it hasn't been active with industrial activity for a very long time.
Now, for decades, Mission's waterfront has been in the center of visions and revisions. Big ideas, but how and at what cost? Now, finally, in 2022, the city adopted a master plan. Over the next 40 years or so, the plan calls for a new urban heartbeat, a mixed-use community which includes new housing, several waterfront parks, shops, and businesses.
A place where we'll be able to have really high-value jobs, centers of education and innovation, places where people can experience the river.
When it comes to some of the work so far, there's focus on the two key highways in Mission. Currently, Highway 11 cuts through the waterfront area. The city has been working with the province to study Highways 11 and 7 and improve traffic flow as housing and amenities would grow. The province says this could mean a potential new bypass and highway alignments. On the west side of the bridge, more traffic of another sort. The Mission Raceway.
It would be nice, it would be very nice to see something happen that would kind of revitalize and bring tourism dollars into the city of Mission.
General Manager Kevin Ness says the raceway is open to hosting more community events in the future, like concerts. Down the road, the plan calls for an entertainment zone around the raceway.
We don't want to move. We don't plan to move. We hope to keep the motorsport culture alive. There's not a ton of racetracks left.
So yes, there's big potential and lots of excitement, but several challenges come with developing on these river banks. The price tag, it could be significant, but the city isn't making a total cost estimate public at this stage. Looking ahead, with many different property owners here, appeasing them all could be complicated.
This plan is awesome, but it's pie in the sky.
Kenny Braich's family owns one of the largest parcels of land on the waterfront, about 87 acres of waterfront property since 1950. Historically used in timber operations, they also ran a sawmill once. The city's plan envisions their land mainly as a business district, which could include a waterfront park, offices, breweries, and lighter industrial uses. But Braich believes the land's current zoning boasts bigger potential for industry.
We are a rare commodity in the sense of this. We are next to the CP rail bridge. We have the main power lines. We have 1.1 kilometers of foreshore.
Braich feels more industrial development would have a bigger economic impact for Mission and further afield. The Braich property neighbors the Mission Raceway, and one of his other key concerns is how noise and emissions could impact future developments.
This plan is dead on arrival in the current circumstances where you have a raceway operating in the urban core and you're trying to fit in urban amenities.
Braich acknowledges it's hard to relocate the track elsewhere. The plan currently says no residential housing would neighbor the track. Meanwhile, Kevin Ness says it runs primarily half the year and follows noise curfews. Development on the waterfront also needs to consider several environmental factors.
Number one, the soil stability, lots of loose soil there, plus the water levels, they keep on going up and down. Preserving indigenous culture, indigenous values within that area.
The city says some of the land will need to be significantly raised and have key flood protection infrastructure in place. The city says right now it's working on a new design for about 1 kilometer of dike. Yes, lots to consider, but this urban planning expert says the plan is making progress.
It's not that ambitious because the paperwork is in place, the concept plan is in place, and there have been already so many studies done on the land.
And other locals also left wondering about the plan and feeling some uncertainty. Dylan Duncan's family has owned this pub since 1984. He hopes to see a vibrant hub come to life.
We'd be willing to make some sacrifices if we could still be here, and if not, well, it's good for Mission. It's one of the few places where you still get a small town feel. Being able to share that with more people would be really awesome.
Does it feel like a pipe dream to you?
Almost. I'd like to see something happen, but I can't say I've seen anything significant yet.
Pascal Deisner has been keeping tabs on waterfront proposals since the 90s. Mayor Horn acknowledges the plan might not feel realistic for all.
This might seem like something very abstract and hard to believe. We need to have a bit of faith that we are genuinely doing something that other communities have succeeded at.
The city says developers and investors are taking note, even at this early stage. In the meantime, Mission's waterfront serenely status quo for the most part, as residents here continue to wonder when the vision becomes reality. Baneet Braich, CBC News, Mission.